This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 25th of August. I'm James Spann. Temperatures below average this week. That's a good thing. There could be a few sprinkles tomorrow, but a really dry air mass is in place, and that's going to set the stage for some really cool nights for August later this week. There's the upper air look, and there you go. High amplitude pattern. We have a big ridge in the west and a big downstream trough in the east, and we are underneath the trough, and that's a good thing in summertime. That actually pushed a front through here late yesterday that will push another front through here tomorrow, and fronts rarely make it through here in late August. There's the visible satellite view, a very dry air mass in place. The sky's sunny over the state, although we have a few cirrus streaks. Those are high altitude clouds about 25,000 feet off the ground over the northern third of the state, not rain-producing clouds. And on the radar, nothing happening across Alabama. We are totally shower-free today. The closest rain over parts of northwest Arkansas in advance of this next front. And we could see a few sprinkles tomorrow in advance of that, but probably not much rain. So here we are in, late August, August 25th, and it's only 79 at Gadsden and Cullman at mid-afternoon with the sun shining. That's pretty rare. It's 80 in Huntsville and Anniston, low 80s for Birmingham. And down south, we got a few low 90s. The hot spot is Monroeville. They've got 93. We have 92. Or actually, Chatham, the hot spot. They've got 94 in Washington County, 92 for Atmore and Andalusia. But after today, everybody should be in the 80s for a while. Here's the watch warning map. Got a few scattered flash flood watches well to the west and some heat issues over the Pacific Northwest underneath the ridge. Severe weather outlook for the rest of today and tonight. Just a little small marginal risk over southern Arizona around Phoenix with their monsoon flow there. Tomorrow, no organized severe storms expected across the country, and the same thing on day 3, which is Wednesday. We'll check rain for the next 7 days. This is the rain valid through Monday morning of next week. And for most of the state, the amount's about 1 inch. And again, the forecast a little iffy as we get toward the end of the week and the weekend, but I think no doubt there will be some chance of rain over the weekend, but not raining all weekend long, not a washout. And man, oh man, the tropics are quiet. Look at this. That's a satellite imagery across the Atlantic basin, and there's just nothing except for one weak tropical storm out there that's northeast of Bermuda. That is Tropical Storm Fernand. But other than that, the Caribbean, Gulf, main development region, I mean, we've got nothing. And typically in late August, somewhere there's a major hurricane, but not in this situation. Here's the 7-day outlook, and other than Fernand, that's it. That little wave that was near the Windward Islands, that thing is totally fizzled out. And again, Fernand will become post-tropical by tomorrow night, early Wednesday morning in the North Atlantic. Far, far from land, and we just see no issues across the vast Atlantic basin anytime soon other than that weak tropical system. So we'll celebrate that, meaning, of course, no tropical storms, no hurricanes for the Gulf, at least for the next 10 days. Model fans, here we go, GFS. 12Z run, 4 o'clock tomorrow. Look at the trough over the eastern states. And again, a weak front, another surface front's going to be passing through. And we're seeing in some of the high-resolution modeling, for example, this is the high-resolution HER model, valid tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, maybe a few sprinkles over the northern third of the state. But the air is so dry, I doubt if we see enough rain to measure. But some of you might see a couple of raindrops tomorrow morning. Other than that, we'll be dry. And with some clouds around, we're going to be pretty cool for August, and that, of course, relatively speaking. But it's clearly evident, again, many North Alabama communities could stay below 80 tomorrow, with low to mid-80s for the rest of the state. This is Wednesday. Wednesday morning, many places will likely be in the 50s over the northern half of the state for a nice fall preview. The day will be sunny, highs up in the mid-80s. And this is Thursday, and again, evidence that moisture tries to work in here from the south, and there could be a couple of showers maybe, and the same thing on Friday. But the GFS is suggesting the better chance of showers will be west of here, Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana. So for the moment, we'll mention just an outside chance of a shower Thursday or Friday, mainly for the western side of the state. But I would suggest mostly dry with highs in the low and mid-80s. For the weekend, this is Saturday. And again, moisture creeping back in here. The GFS suggesting the better chance of showers over the southern half of the state, and then a chance of showers statewide on Sunday. So again, temperatures well below average, low to mid-80s, cloudy periods, a few showers around, especially on Sunday. And a week from today, this is Monday, the 1st of September. Hey, first day of meteorological fall. Still got evidence of a northwest flow aloft here, and maybe a few spotty showers. Let's keep going. This is 10 days out. This is Thursday, September 4th. Pretty good vortex up in eastern Canada. And for us, that looks relatively quiet. We'll check rain for the next 15 days. Numbers are creeping up a little bit. This is coming off the European global model, the ensemble, the AI version. The mean is now between 2 and 3 inches between now and the 8th of September. Temperatures off the national blend of models. Still below average. Look at that. Below 90 every day for the next 10 days. And again, there could be a day or two where maybe some South Alabama communities hit 90, but temperatures well below average. And again, notice those 50s showing up Wednesday morning. We'll probably see some mid-50s for the cooler pockets over North Alabama. And again, for the weekend, low to mid-80s and mid-80s for the middle part of next week. No sign of any excessive heat. In fact, here's the latest long-range guidance just in. September 2nd through September 8th. And if this verifies temperatures would be below average over much of the state. Hey, let's roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. Look at the crowd in the gym at TIS, Tarrant Intermediate School, home of those Wildcats. We had the 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade in the house, and they were outstanding today. We talked about weather forecasting, talked about thunderstorms, tornadoes, hurricanes, did some storm spotting, and much more. That's a great school, great teachers, a great administrative team. So to all these students and the teachers at Tarrant Intermediate School, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You know you guys are looking great. So tomorrow, going to be at the Birmingham Kiwanis Club downtown. Wednesday, I will be at Lipscomb Elementary School out in the western part of the Birmingham Metro. They're doing a safety program at the BJCC for the folks there at 10 o'clock. On Thursday, going to be down in Elmore County at Edgewood Academy for a program. And then Friday morning, got a group of homeschoolers in Anniston. So a big week this week. We've done one Weather Brains already today. This is Monday. We typically do the weather show for weather geeks, dweebs, nerds, dorks, and weenies at 7 o'clock Central. We actually did one earlier today at 12 noon, and the early Weather Brains was a preview of the upcoming National Weather Association annual meeting, which this year is in Huntsville. In less than 2 weeks. And that was an NWA preview. The show tonight at 7 will be our 20th anniversary Katrina special. We'll look back on Katrina 20 years ago this week. And again, that's be at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/weatherbrains. The audio podcast will be out late tonight, early tomorrow morning. And, of course, you can go back and watch those YouTube videos anytime. And as always, we invite you to watch us on the television side this evening, ABC 3340 News. And don't forget, you can catch my forecast on great radio stations around the state, including in Birmingham, Classic Rock 106.9.